I've been wanting to learn watercolor painting for a really long time. I bought the supplies and I tried to watercolor because, as you know, I am a full-time artist, but I make acrylic paintings. And so I wanted to experiment with watercolor, but yeah, it was a total failure. I don't have the piece to show you. I wish I did because I was so frustrated with it that I just crumpled it up and threw it away. But needless to say, it was a total fiasco. The paint was all running together. I couldn't get details anywhere. The paper got all rippled up because I didn't tape it down. I didn't realize I needed to tape around the edges so that I could keep it flat. And it just was awful. So I put the supplies on my shelf and decided to wait for maybe one day when I would get inspired to try to paint with them again. But last month, Tobias reached out to me and asked me if I would like to try out their watercolor set and their beginner watercolor workbook. And so I thought, why not give it a try? I mean, maybe this cute little set, which is totally portable and you can use it anywhere, maybe this will be the thing that will help me learn to watercolor. And for full disclosure, this is a sponsored video, but as always, I'm going to be sharing my honest opinions about the watercolor set and my honest results of whether it helped me learn to paint better in watercolors. So let's get into it. One of the things I love about their beginner's watercolor workbook is that it comes with half of the pages with pre-drawn subjects on there. So you don't have to decide what you are going to try to paint. I think this takes out the guesswork for a lot of beginners. The watercolor kit itself also comes with this really cool palette. It has magnets inside of it, so it sticks together and is really handy. Then you clip it to the top of the workbook. This way it holds it all in place. The kit also comes with several different watercolor pens. You just fill them with water and they are good to go. And I'll show you how I'm working with them here in a minute. To get started, all you need to do is load the palette with some of the paint tube colors that they provide. And then you can start painting. After a few moments of playing around with the watercolor brush, I realized that it's really easy to use. If you want to add water, you just squeeze the brush. You can add water and mix on the palette if you would like. You can also add water straight to the paper this way. And the kit comes with a wristband that you can use to clean your brush. This is especially useful if you intend on using this painting kit when you're traveling and you're working outside your studio. So that way it can be very portable. This is literally my very first watercolor with this kit. So I'm really just experimenting and seeing how the paint moves and how much water I actually need. I'm treating this more like a sketch than a finished piece. Just want to get a feel for how the brush works and how the colors blend together. And this is how my painting turned out. Honestly, it's about as bad as I thought it would be. You can see how I actually chewed up the paper some because I was rubbing on it when it was too wet, as it turned out. But this is about what I was expecting. It's not very good. I mean, you can see what the sunflower looks like, but yeah, there's not much definition in the color. It needs a lot of work. That said, it felt really approachable whenever I was doing it because the lines of the sunflower were drawn on there for me. So I didn't have to decide the subject that I was painting. I just needed to get the paint, get the pen, because the pen was actually really easy to use. I didn't have to dip water into the paint or anything, and I could just start coloring on there. I could see how a person who likes doing coloring books, like adult coloring books, would really enjoy doing this because the skills are transferable. Although, as you could see in my final result of that first painting I did, you still need to have some practice with watercolor to get it to turn out good. But my next painting turned out much better. And this is my second piece. You can see I have more detail in here. I also didn't chew up the background. I tried to leave more areas open in the background and not put as much color, although I did carry this color over lightly, just a little bit into the background. So it would give a little bit of an orange feel to the oranges that I was trying to paint. And then the next one, I think I did a lot better on this one. This feels more like me. It feels more like my style. I love the butterfly, love the colors, I still wasn't able to get the detail I wanted in the blacks by using black paint, but I think I could have improved on this if I wanted to just use pen and ink. But I didn't because I'm really trying to force myself to use only watercolor just to see what I can do with the medium and I can learn. But I liked adding little paint droplets on there. It was very watered down and looks cool when it dries, but I did have to dry this flat because they kind of bubbled up on there. So maybe there's a better way to flick paint. But yeah, it was fun. So then this is my next one. I gotta say each one of these only took me about 5 to 10 minutes to complete. So it wasn't very time intensive. I think I got more details in this to show up. I also have a nice little speckling that I learned how to do in the body of the hummingbird. I made this come out of the lines a little bit, just so that it had a little bit more of a feel of my artwork. Also tried putting the water droplets on the background. And this is the most recent one I did. I wanted to practice with putting in a background that was a gradient. I also wanted to practice with putting this to where there was a darker area and a lighter area so you could kind of see a light source. Now the succulent itself was so small, all of the details, that it was very hard for me to get it to look like light was reflecting, because I realized with watercolor, unlike with acrylics, I need to leave the white space open in there before putting paint down. And once it's in there, I mean, it's there. So I need to have white highlights in here. With acrylics, I could just go back in and add some white highlights and touch up things. That's why it's so frustrating to do watercolors, that I can't do that with these. But that's okay. I think I've came a long way. I mean, when you look at this first one, right, this sad, sad painting, and then you look at this one, it's obvious just in 5 paintings, less than 1 hour of total practice, I have come a long way to learning watercolor. Personally, why I think the Tobias watercolor kits work so well to learn watercolors is for how simple they are. I mean, you don't need a lot of supplies. There's no setup. All you gotta do is put water in this and put some of the paint down in here and you're good to go. And I love this because it's so portable. It's a cute little thing too, and you can hold it in your hand, you can do it anywhere. And since it doesn't take very long to create these, you can move through lots of different pieces rather quickly. Like I said, I did 5 of these in under an hour. Now I did these over several days, so I didn't do them back to back. You have to let each page dry before you flip it over to the next one. So that way you won't ruin what you've done on the piece. But from my perspective, having a little time in between each one to consider and think about what I could do to improve the next one while it dried was a good thing. And you can tell that by the progress that I made. And I feel confident now, actually, even after doing 5 of these, to move on to making a larger watercolor painting with using the watercolor brushes and the techniques that I've developed to work with them using this little Tobias workbook. I gotta say, the only thing I really didn't like was using this little sweatband to clean off the brush with, because the water soaks through, and I just personally don't like any water or paint to get on my skin. But what I did instead was just wiped it off on a paper towel. Then I could throw the paper towel away, didn't get a mess everywhere. It was very convenient for me to do this instead of this. But I could see how somebody might want to use this method if you were traveling outside and there's a lot of wind, because having paper towels might be a hindrance. But I was making my artworks at home inside where there is no wind. So all in all, I can see this kit being really useful for a person who's trying to learn watercolors, like in my case, but also experienced artists who want to use this kit as a travel watercolor painting kit to take outside the studio to do some quick sketching. I can also see how this set would make a really great gift, especially if you're thinking about a person who likes to do things like coloring book pages and maybe wants to try out art but doesn't exactly have the skills or maybe even the motivation to make entire art pieces. This is really fun because you don't have to worry about what you're even creating. I mean, it gives you all the prompts like the butterfly or the sunflower like I painted. If you'd like to purchase a Tobias watercolor kit or browse the different types of kits and supplies they have, there are links in the description, right? And if you'd like to learn more about acrylic painting, I have an entire playlist that shows you all the basic skills. You can watch that here. All right, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.